Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, let's talk about maps real quick. I kind of forgot to do that. We do go and have some map bans. Phoenix Rising, Amethyst, do get rid of Praxis because they want to lose, and Alterac because actually no big reason for Alterac. Just aim at the band's Praxis while I'm casting tends to lose. Garden of Terror and Dragon Tower were banned out by BanzauGG. I always forget to specifically tell the thing, yo, we're in season 14. They forgot to make that default. Whoopsie. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Now you can see the ban mark, because clearly that was very important. That's exactly what you needed to see, 1000%. We do go to have Vala being banned out first and foremost by BanzauGG. We do go and have the Johanna being banned out by Phoenix Rising. Since you guys are a little bit too close, you know, you keep trying to put a ring on us, and we don't want to be yours. So we're not going to let you put a ring on it, because we're going to ban out the hero, so boom. I wonder if you come back with like, okay, Lightning Nova, haha, we still win. Hello, Crizo. Would you go ahead and have Malthiel coming out? The Banthiel. I love how I say Malthiel's coming out while Malthiel's being banned, and that's not what should be, those are not two things that should be associated. So our last and final band, what are we going to have? So no attention to the healers yet. The healer choke right now would be a bad idea. You go and get rid of another. So Vala and Rain are both heroes that can be pretty good at race, but not the best racers. Actually, you know what? Vala might be. They might be the best racers. I love when I say something, I'll have to pull it back. We would have the Anubra coming out of the stroke. Captain Stun Factory coming out there. Stukov coming out on the other side. Stukov very good at punishing not only is it good backup for Varian, able to go ahead and put down the Sans Puddle to stop Anubra. Anubra does not have a lot of health, and if you keep him being able to burrow out after a Varian charge, you can kind of pop him pretty regularly. He is basically a big old pustule, and Stukov is very good at popping pustules. It goes together very well. We do go and have Li Ming coming out. Li Ming can go into a race build with the... Oh, I always forget the name of the talent, but the thing that does extra damage if all of your magic missile strikes hit the same target, which is very easy to do on the Immortal. And then you do have Big Eats coming out with Anduin. Anduin kind of, to a certain extent, a counter to Stukov, in that, oh, okay, you're doing this big combo where you silence the target and trying to pop a noob. Well, the noob is getting out of here. Whoop! Anduin is kind of, I call Anduin the fun police, because it's just like you're trying to do this big combo with all these cool abilities. Nope! We have Sonya being banned out. No Sonya on the side of Tygar. I think Tygar's their offlaner, if I remember correctly. And then Blaze being removed. I'm going to guess that Sylvester Chung is their offlaner, but that one, I don't think I've cast Amethyst in like a full season, so they could have easily moved around. I'm not as confident in that one. I could very easily be wrong.
Gilneas will rise again.
We do go to have the, so Docket is going to Gaslow. Is Docket into... We don't have an offlaner yet, so we don't know who Gaslow will be going into. And then Greymane is probably the best race hero we've had. Now, Zul'jin can be, but Zul'jin is very difficult and conditional. And we do have Thrall into Greymane. Battle of the Horde going on in the top lane. Gaslow is interesting in that he can help with race, but it's not like Infernal. Infernal Shrines, Gaslow can absolutely shine, because at 13 he gets a talent where the turrets do like reset their cooldown if Gaslow auto attacks. So you can just have a turret minefield set up in that place, but the Immortal will actually, with his spinny attacks, like clear out the turrets very naturally.
From order comes justice.
Alright, so there's the Tethlar. refocusing on the game. Just people, please stop messing. I can't expect people to stop messing on my Discord when I'm casting, but I'm just like, because I get distracted because I feel like I have to check that immediately. But we'll get gambles up for you. Go ahead and put your money where your mouth is, and I will see you in game.
Oh, a swap. Oh no, but a swap followed by a light bulb.
Here. 4-man mosh pit followed by a tomb. Oh no! Oh, a huge light bomb coming in on the Genji, and that's a 5-man light bomb. They're gonna follow up, and they're gonna get 1, 2, 3 kills.
And it's gonna be everybody dying. Oh my God! When does this happen? Everybody's dead.
All right, coming into game number 1, representing Phoenix Rising Amethyst on the blue side of the battlefield. We're going to have Docket playing the Gazlo. Sylvester Chung is going to be on the Grey Maid. We do have Space Pope coming out on Varian. Dancing Bacon. Oh my God, Dancing Bacon, that's a great name on the Tassadar. And we do go ahead and have a little Barista coming out on the Stukov. Do not tell me that is Lieutenant Barista. I know your lies, I'm on to you. On the orange side of the battlefield, representing BanzauGG, we do go ahead and have Beetleborgs playing the Thrall. Anduin going to be played by Big Eat. Swift is playing the Li Ming. Tygar is going to be on the Zul'jin. And we do have the Stroke playing the Anubarak. Anubarak, 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 Anubarak. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, a beetle's got squished. Okay, I'm really glad that actually worked out. That was amazing. To go and have the first blood going inside of Nubrak, did kind of get caught. That's the thing with a Nubrak, especially with the Tassadar on the other team, you've got to be so careful actually using your burrow as an engage. Bad things happen. Bad Leroy Brown things. But the Beetle is coming back in, coming for vengeance. Stroke is looking for this. Would you go and have Beetleborgs in the top lane, healing up very rapidly with their ability. Docket is pushing in, putting some turrets on the Docket. Boop. Let's go and look at our level 1 talents, shall we? We do go ahead and have Thrall goes for Crash Lightning. A lot of damage going through. Sylvester Chung is focused on a little bit, but is going to get out of there. Tygar is not able to get anything done. We have Cyan Fusion rather than the Stacking Quest coming out of the Tassadar. Rocket Boots on that there Gazlo. Vicious is overpowered. Bone Slicer. You want Axe being very good at being denied so far, only at 1 stack. Oh, might be in a little trouble. If Thrall has Spirit Wolves, does not. Docket almost went to the big scrapyard in the sky. At least for like 13 seconds. Look at an engage happening down here as they're looking to go ahead and move into this. Stroke moving forward. This one last guy. There's a big old silence coming out. Tygar just doing work up there. They're going to get caught into a whole new place. Tygar does not quite know how to get into this. Oh, that's a problem. Tygar did not have consistent view. Was trying to be very cute, but ends up just once again. Noonrock goes down. They do lose the mercenary camp. Meanwhile, up top we have another fight going on, and boom! Man, you should not have stayed in there, my friend. He could have gotten away free. All he had to do was, like, move up into the smoke and just go. But he tried to be a little bit cute, a little bit sassy. Now, it does look like we have an immediately move on with Sylvester Chung and a little Barista coming in here and taking things here. I love that so much, just being like, oh, you're going to try and stun me? Well, just run. And that's exactly what Grey Mane sounds like. In case you've never heard of a Grey Mane, you always think this would be a real gunner, like, but nope, that is not the sound they make. Fun fact, Grey Mane is part Yappy Dog. Here's Beetleborgs going through a nice taunt, but Space Pope a little bit out in front of the rest of the team. Might not make a difference though, as we do go ahead and have a big old pop. That is going to reset our stacks back down to 0 for Crash Lightning. Phosphor Pack also back down to 0. And Grey Mane is getting work done. Nice 4-man defense over here, leaving getting a little bit of damage, but you know what? Grey Mane can do a lot better. Just going ahead and just chewing on an Infernal. Might be made of fire, might be made of lightning, but you know what? Greymane eats lightning for breakfast. There's Stroke goes ahead and gets quite a bit of damage. Silence comes down.
Victory through righteousness.
There's a big stun coming out. Stroke comes out trying to save, but there is a wall coming out in place. A big old silence puddle. It looks like Tygar might be in a bit of trouble. There's Anduin, goes ahead and goes for the fun stopper. Pulls Tygar out of danger. Tygar gonna go and heal up real quick. A lot of damage. Beetle Butt gets blasted. Decent bit of damage as PRA leads the way. PRA leads the way. Gonna do everything today. A nice offlane battle continuing to happen, but there is... Did you actually get the first 4 with the first Punisher? That is unusual. That is unusual. Beetleborg's once again chasing this down, trying to go and get stacks. Up to 2 stacks across with pack. Do we want to have the bottom one being picked up? It does look like there's Banzai going to go and pick up their camp. Did they not pick up their camp for the last one? This game has over a minute. I don't think they did. Big Dot coming out. Leaning going to go in and swift one out of there. There's a silence on the end of Barak. Does actually miss with the orb. Unfortunate. There is a big 5-man. Gazlo comes down to join this, but Thrall is in the area. It does look like there's a disengagement happening right now. So they will not be fighting into this for the time being. Oh, Thrall might be in a bit of trouble, and yep. That's definitely not going to get a lot of value, and so Mr. Chung and Dancing Bacon move up top in order to go and get this taken care of.
I shall land in a moment. As thought.
Alright, Stroke goes ahead and moves on up. Alright, we do have the Immortals fighting right now. This camp is now back up, but it does not look like they're more interested in the Immortal right now. Go ahead and take the advantage while they can, while their opponents are not able to be in here. A lot of damage coming down. Oh, massive damage. But Swift once again goes ahead and tailors right on out of there. Big orb comes in, and we do have a kill. There's a gravel bomb, goes ahead and catches the Stroke, but Stroke is looking back in. Says we have an advantage. Doc goes in and gets blasted back by the Punisher. That's an Immortal, actually. So we actually have a 2 for 2 so far, as both Li Ming and both the damage actually going down on the side of BanzauGG. Stroke being a little aggressive. I'm like, you do know that your damage isn't with you? Like, this is a weird time to be aggressive, and we do have Greymane coming back out. Big old blasts coming through. Everyone is back up. We are ready for the reform. Now, they are in the camp right now. They do not have all the members come. Docket is not actually here. Trying to go and take out this guy. That could be an opportunity for Banzai if they recognize that only 4 of them are here. There are level 10s. Disintegrate Beam comes out. Donkey goes out and throws a bomb, but will not get a lot of value out of it. Right now they're playing it slow. They're content to go ahead and let the damage come as it is available. I gotta tell you, they keep trying for Swift. They keep not getting Swift. Space Poke goes ahead, catches a bit of Disintegrate to the face. Takes 15d6 damage. Saves for half. And there is another angelic immortal about to move into the top lane.
Radiates through this land.
Powering up, getting ready, getting ready. Here we go. And it's fly time.
I will cleanse this.
Every once in a while, I just want to be cinematically cool. Let me have my moment.
I will bring down the gates of hell.
Here's the stabby, stabby stabs coming through. Epic stabs. Does look like they're trying for a 5-man defense right here. They're trying to make sure that this, but the Immortal is still in range mode. Decent damage coming out of that Disintegrate. Disintegrate obviously only has a 20-second cooldown, so we'll be back up very, very quickly. Oh, but there's a big taunt. Grapple Bomb comes in, catches a lot of people, but Thrall is actually the one that goes down, does reset these stacks on Frostwolf. There's actually Zul'jin gets caught by the stun, and we are going in here, going damage to the first keep of the game. 2 take damage anyway. Shields are down, but I do feel like that's the big problem. They just don't have a lot of very good ways to damage this Immortal whenever they do lose it. They kind of draft in order to get the Immortal, and now that they don't have it, they're just like, well, what do we do? What do we do?
Thus ends my assault on hell. I must rest.
9 kills to 3, 1.5 level advantage on the side of PRA right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and be like, you know what? I really like this camp. This camp is beautiful, but does it come in blue? Can we go ahead and get this camp in blue? Is that a thing? Here we have everything moving through. They are going up to the top of the camp. We're going to try and just paint the map blue while they wait for the next objective to start up. This just makes a lot of sense. Like, all the lanes are pushed so far, it's a little bit dangerous for them to actually go as less than a 5-pack because they have to be basically at the front door of their opponents and very, very easy to pick off. Not a thing that you actually want to happen. And with that being taken care of, we do go and have a lot of damage coming out. Doggett leading the way, gonna go in and clean up this one. Says, okay, you got far enough ahead, I can go in and take this. Meanwhile, the rest of my team gonna go in and get these Khazra Impalers.
We immortals shall return before long.
15 seconds till Immortals. Everything. They actually have a camp pushing top lane into the ruins of the top keep. Beetleborgs goes and cleared out, but keep in mind, Beetleborgs has actually died to a mercenary camp, or like to the wave before, so Thrall is not well known for his ability to clear. He's not Leoric. And while Core's under, like, they're leaving Thrall back there. Thrall's having a lot of trouble, and it's just like, okay, I'm done. This could be a little dangerous for sure, but we have a big fight happening right here. Space Pope going and got Cocoon. There's a big old grapple bomb. Then catches 2 people. There's the top coming in. A lot of damage. They get the Anduin. Swift continuing to be just a payload on the sidelines. That was defensive positions. Like, that was the best opportunity. It does look like they're going to go ahead and just clear the rest of this out. Meanwhile, they do go to have the core is starting to take actual damage. As the shield, that'll go back like, okay, fine, I'll finish what you asked me to do. Yep. Has actually taken damage. It's still 100%, but that is not. It's not real 100%.
Our triumph brings order to this realm.
A lot of damage comes through. There's a big ol' wombo smashy coming out onto Anduin. Anduin just could not get anything done. I've got to say, the pick comp coming out of Phoenix Rising Amethyst, even with Anduin on the other side, super successful so far. Though I do have to say shoutouts to Swift for, I don't think Swift has died a single time. No, Swift did die one time. I keep seeing them go for Swift, and as I say that, Caster Curse comes out. This very well could be the end of the game, as Swift is also not here. Beetleborgs goes back to heal. Tygar looking very weird. Or very road weary. And actually say, this Dazzlo, oh my goodness, just continues to get a little bit more damage than I think anyone's expecting them to. And with that, crack a boom, there goes game number 1 as Phoenix Rising Amethyst goes ahead and leads us to the promised land of somewhere other than Battlefield of Eternity, because I don't know what the next map is, so I don't know where the promised land is. But regardless, we are going there. Before we do, however, we do have to go ahead and get a couple of things done. There is, in terms of damage, Tassar leading the way, doing 35,000 damage. Li Ming comes in with 30,000, and Thrall with 26. You're going to have healing coming out of Little Barista, coming out with 60,000. Great job on the Stukov, doing everything she can to keep her team alive. In terms of that experience soak, we do have Gazlo leading the way. 10,000 experience coming out of the Gaz Lord. Good job, Docket. Talents, we got them. Go ahead, copy them down, use them, love them. We'll go ahead and go into game number 2 in just momentarily. Don't go anywhere, and I will see you right then. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Volskaya Foundry, the confusingly named map that is announced as Volskaya Industry, even though it's not Volskaya Industries, it's Volskaya Foundry. Oh my god, get it right. You go ahead and have first band going over to the side of Phoenix Rising Amethyst, which does actually mean that Banzai went for map pick after they lost game number 1. They were just that. They're like, we want this map? Very unexpected. So we do go and have Tassadar and Brightwing being our first 2 bands. Brightwing makes a lot of sense. This is a fairly big map. Being able to move between the lanes does let you side soak and just come in for the fight at the point. Tassadar, I think is more of a this made our lives very, very uncomfortable. Keep that away from us. Asmodan can late game can just like side soak a lane very, very easily. I shouldn't say very easily. He can't do it perfectly, but he basically do it without having to physically be there, which is frustrating. And there's the Varian. This feels like meta picks for Phoenix Rising, and you guys just like made our lives very uncomfortable with these picks. Bans coming from Banzai. But Space will be taking the Johanna, and you guys did not let us have it last time. We want it. Actually, wait, did they ban Johanna last time? I don't remember.
All shall suffer.
Balloon, grant us strength.
So we do go and have Leoric coming out from Tygar, and then Balloon grant us strength. Interesting pick on Malfrina is one we don't see very often. We saw a big surge of him being picked whenever the Emerald Dreams talent came out, but then he's fallen off a little bit in terms of popularity. There's Little Brisa coming out with Stukov once again, and then the Sylvanas. I gotta tell you, poor Johanna must be sitting here and being like, okay, I'm on a crusade trying to squelch evil, and I have this infected, Terran and this, like, undead, Forsaken girl with me? What has gone wrong with my life? How did I get here? We're gonna have the Balthio being banned out one more time. Go ahead and keep that away from Docket. And do we have an answering offlane ban? We also do not have a tank yet on the side of Banzai. So are you going to try and... They do going to take the Anubarak away from Stroke. They say, okay. You guys, you were actually pretty effective with that, even though I do have to say Anubarak does struggle and Stukov quite a bit, so I don't know that that ban was necessary. But it's definitely taking comfort away from Stroke, which can certainly be helpful. We do go and have Deathwing coming out. Okay, you won't let me be a little bug. How about a big freaking dragon? Squift's going to come out with a much, much, much less survivable mage than last time. Li Ming can teleport out of danger. If Kael'thas gets collapsed upon, he's just going to kind of die. Though, admittedly, Johanna is not nearly as engaging as Varian is. So to go and have the Hogger coming out. Hogger going to be going into, I assume, Leoric. So Hogger versus Leoric is certainly an interesting offlane matchup, to be sure. Hogger wins it, but if Leoric saves his Drain Hope in order to make Hogger spin out, then Hogger kind of can't use his, spinny bounce attack, because then Drain Hope does a really, really good job on Hogger once he finishes. So to a certain degree, Leoric can kind of foul up that one by saving his Drain Hope. So you can kind of becomes a waiting game, a Mexican standoff between the two of them. We also have Orphea and Zarya as the end, but let's get into the game right now. So here we go into the game. Go ahead and get your bets up. We're coming in on the blue side of the battlefield. We have a little Barista coming in with the Stukov. Space Pope is going to be on that Johanna. Dancing Bacon playing Orphea. Sylvester Shung is going to be playing the Sylvanas. The High Elf Sylvanas, the correct one. Making Johanna happy. And we do go and have Docket playing Hogger. They are your blue team. They are the Regency of Rebellion. They are Phoenix Rising Amethyst. In the very, very correct purple mounts. Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, representing the orange team, we have the Stroke playing Deathwing. Tygar is going to be playing the Leoric. We do go and have Beetleborgs is playing the Malfurion. I'm Pickle Matt going to be on the Zarya, and Swift playing the Kale Thos. They are your orange team. They are the bureaucracy of battle. There's Swift getting absolutely melted. Oh my goodness. They are BanzauGG. And with that being taken care of, real quick, we do have Stroke going forward, going back. Spaceboat goes against a lot of damage going in. We do go ahead and have the Assemble is popped. Docket taking a bunch of damage, and we do have Docket just walking out of here with a dragon, following by the dragon. It's just like, hey, yo. Rawr, I'm a dragon! Okay, that's actually not what Deafening sounds like. I'll do better next time he Dreams Fire. They're just down below. Hogger does remind. Oh wait, All Flames. This other is the battle mate. That's right. I knew that. I knew that. I'm like waiting for Stroke to breathe fire now. Takes a bit of damage, down to 30 armor at the moment. They're actually focusing on the, like, not the repair guy. They're focusing on the turret first. That's a bit of an oopsie. And their opponents, oh guys, you left the experience globe. That is worth, not only does it heal you for 9% of your health and 9% of your mana, but it is 2 minutes worth of experience. Like, it's always worth it to pick it up. There we go. Much better. Still not perfect. Anaressa does it better than I do, but you know what? That's worth. That's worth. Tiger goes in and takes a bunch of damage. That's what I was talking about. You kind of can't use Drain Hope while Hogger's, and that's how Hogger just walked out. There's a bunch of big old damage coming from the Stroke. Let's get this cleared out in mid lane. Right quick.
We redesigned our tree glove protectors for combat in the Nexus. Prepare to begin a field test.
Now here's the thing, they do have Sylvanas up here, so if their opponents just stay down below, they can just push forward, but it looks like they do not want to. Here's a lot more damage coming in.
Tree glove terminal online. Take control of it to pilot the mech.
Alright, we do go and have a 4-person occupier right now. A bit of an overkill, possibly. Zarya is up here. Neither team level 7 right now. I do think that if they want to try and get 7 before they move in, that would be beneficial. Tygar really struggling into this Hogger. Okay, to go for range on this one. Here comes the Stroke landing into battle. Oh, Furion did not go for Sleepy Roots? No, did. Alright, we are charging. There's a dragon on the point. Dragons are hard to move off points. They're like, this is basically my cave. This is where my treasure hoard is. And they're like, there's no treasure. They're like, there's a turret? Stop attacking my treasure! You guys play Poke. We're going to get these taken over. Nice damage at the roots. Docket took a huge amount of damage. And there is the, yeah, don't stand on this, don't tread on me. Up to 62%, but a lot of damage. We do have Zarya going down. First one to go down this battle. Little Barista goes going. Tygar is having to move back. Oh, Dancing Bacon may have danced their last jig. Does go ahead and take out the Leoric, but Leoric's going to be very short time. Leoric, go in and suck? Like, what? Leoric's like zoning, and I'm like, you're dead? Here's Swift moving back. Stroke comes in one more time as overtime is called. We are at 86 to 99%. This is anyone's game. Whoever goes in and gets this taken care of. A lot of damage from this Orphea. We do have the silence comes down, but you guess who doesn't care about silence? It's Deathwing, and a lot of damage into Docket, but Deathwing looks like maybe not long for this world. They do go in and get a kill on the Hogger. First blood on the Hogger. Space Poke goes in and gets hit, down to 100 health, and there is a second kill. Sylvester Chung looking very low, and Zarya goes in and picks up the kill with the long distance grenade, and this is going to be the first protector coming out in favor of BanzauGG. I don't know how Deathwing possibly fit into there, but Deathwing did. I'm pretty sure Deathwing's model is bigger than the Protector.
Blue team has taken control of a Protector.
Protector is sitting here doing what damage they can. Really though, they're just trying to get his priest. Level 10 is unlocked thanks to all of those kills. I think Bonsai got more kills out of that one encounter than they did all of last game. We do going to get Bellowing Roar, Pyroblast, Entomb, Graviton Surge, and Malfurion does not know. Malfurion's too busy pressing buttons right now to press buttons.
Hero slain. The Protector has been destroyed. Our technician will analyze its combat data.
Alright, on the other side, we just go ahead and have Flailing Swipe, Crushing Jaws, Hortipult, Mind Control, and Blessed Shield, meaning the Malfurion is officially the slowest ult pick-upper in the game. We eventually have the Tranquility coming out. I'm toxic now. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Hawker doing Hawker things. Alright, all teams kind of spread out. We're waiting for the next engagement to move in. Mercenary camps are being picked up on both sides in order to move into this. Do go ahead and have the basic attack build coming out of Orphea. The dagger build coming out of Sylvanas. Burn Flesh is interesting. They don't have that many high hit points. Like against a Deathwing or something, it would make a lot more sense. Speaking of Deathwing, you do have a big sleep coming in, and Sylvester Chung is taking a huge amount of damage. Going through, here's the big engage. Battle in the off lane, so this is a 4 versus 4. There's the big sleep, and there's Sylvester Chung taking a massive amount of damage. Just go ahead and just gets caught in the Graviton Search and just obliterated. Every time I've ever seen this matchup in like fantasy stories, zombies usually do just get destroyed by dragons. That seems very appropriate. And no, Amathyst does not count as a contradiction to that. Amathyst is a Death Knight, not a zombie. There's a lot of Death Knights that actually do very well with zombies. Lord Soth comes to mind. Man, this is like 2 Dragonlance references in 2 casts in the same day. I don't know what's causing it. I didn't do it. Don't blame me.
A Protector is almost ready. Access its terminal when I bring it online. Secure it to activate the protector.
Alright, you have the pressure right now being occupied by Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Oh, great. There's a silence coming down. Oh, very good engage. They do go on a stroke landing. A stroke does not do massive damage until level 16. But then go ahead and take Survival of the God, I think that's called. Barista thought that the fire was not quite reaching there. So great counter engage coming through. I really thought this was going to be, and it does look like it is still a victory for Phoenix Rising. We'll go and get this taken care of. But very momentary counter engage coming out of the side of Banzai. Tygar is sucking life out of their opponents, so we'll be moving out in just a second. But we do have the Protector right now picked up on the side of PRA. Even Protector so far. First one got picked up by Banzai, second one does get picked up by Phoenix Rising.
Blue team has taken control of the protector. Blue team has destroyed the fort.
Protector makes very short work of that fort, and they are moving in on top. It's interesting they're going in for top. Usually I see people go for bottom at this point. Bottom is more of a big... Well, if you actually have a camp that pushes top, I wonder why bottom is typically the victory lane. That actually doesn't make sense when I say it out loud. Alright, Orpheum might be in a bit of trouble. There's Dance Big, and does go ahead and hit that. That will be a big whole lot of nothing coming out of Zarya, knowing he's caught in the Graviton Surge. Level 16's all at the moment. So Deathwing does in fact go for Conflagration. Oh, interesting. So does not take the Falling Talent. There's the Siege Deathwing. Siege Wing coming in. Able to stay there for a long time, do quite a bit of damage. I do really like the level 16 from Deathwing though, because their whole comp seems to be getting people caught in Malfurion roots and then breathing fire on them. So now doing extra damage and making them explode. Very much what you want to see happening. Lyric does go ahead and go for Mithril Mace. This will be trying to really punish this Hogger. Very few things are as scary as a one-on-one fight with a Lyric who's healing and attacking very quickly. Big micro, we have kill on 2 Kel'Thas. Zarya goes down, Tygar being the next target, does move up and is going to go in and be removed. Stroke goes in and gets taken out as well. Massive cleanup. That looked like a really good engage, but what ends up happening is that Phoenix Rising just goes ahead and just mashes through everything. Definitely not a thing that we were looking to see. And they're going to go in and rip into this. It looks like the first keep of the game may be falling. We are 10 seconds before anyone comes back. About 15 before everyone comes back. They should not be able to end with this, but they are only about half a level from level 20. This is exactly the point you want to be at. You're going for the third protector. You have a win condition lane opened up.
Terminal activated. Take control.
Alright, so here they are. It does look like we've got the other team starting to move in real quick. Pickle Matt, you need to wait for your reinforcements. You can't go in just yet. All right. Sorry, real quick. A little bit of side stuff I had to do.
Blue team has destroyed the fort. Blue team has taken control of a protector.
All right, here is this moving in. Big damage coming through with Tygar. Trying to go in there. There's a lot of fire coming out for the Deathwing real quick. Hello, Slick Rub. How are you doing? Okay, I actually thought that might be the end of the game.
I did not expect the protector to be this.
All right. Stroke a little bit, move forward. Thought there was going to be less, but he's trying to get out of there. Down to about, oh, nice. Gets a fear onto 2 people. We are going in and knocking back.
Hero slain.
Yeah, this map has been taken out of the Storm League rotation, but it's still available in the map selection. So still available. Or map selection is still available for NGS, but you can still get it into Quick Match. The only map that is actually custom only is Haunted Mines. And the reason it is not, the reason that Warhead is in Storm League and this isn't, is because this map got 100% solved. Like, basically games at the high level in this map became super static because every team knew how to win, and Warhead was not solved. So you didn't have to do it that way. Let me go ahead and see if I can get an interview right quick. All right, we'll have to see if I get joined in just a moment. Just a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. So, with that being taken care of, still no one in here yet, so let me go ahead and go over the stats right quick. We do go ahead and have, in terms of the damage, Dancing Bacon, I love that name still, does go ahead and come in with 74,000 damage. The Stroke comes out with 65, and then Professor Chung all the way down to 38, so these two definitely the heavy hitters when it comes to damage. Do go ahead and have Little Brisa leading the way in healing with 55,000, but Malfurion right behind her, just 6,000 behind. And we do go ahead and have, in terms of the experience collection, Hogger and Orphea leading the way, 55 or 17 each. 55, where did I get that from? Hello? I am amazing. In terms of talents, we do go ahead and get the full level 20 coming out of Phoenix Rising, who needs to come in for an interview if they want one. No, Hector, I'll get to it. Like, trust me. I know exactly where it is. I just couldn't look it up during a cast. I should really the problem is I keep getting pings, and I feel like, as, like, head caster and as a mod, I need to look and see if the pings are relevant. I just need to turn Discord off, because I just keep doing that, and then I get distracted in the middle of my cast, and I'm like, crap, I shouldn't be doing this right now.
Hey, Raka.
Hello. So I am being joined by Phoenix Rising.
Yep, we're all here, baby.
Well, not all of you. I'm still missing one person. Oh my god.
I'm bringing in a Dancing Bacon.
Stop making us look bad.
But regardless, we do go ahead and have looking at the game. First of all, kind of an easy question. How are you guys feeling right now?
Oh man, on cloud 9. Feels so good.
Well, that's quite
This
the
is our
promotion.
first domination, I think, in any NGS season.
Well, very much
So-
congratulations. Well deserved. You guys looked very, very well oiled and very well executed. Like, you definitely had a plan. Not to say your opponents didn't. Your opponents definitely got a couple of good engagements out of that. But when you guys went in, it was very, very clear you were practiced on a lot of those engagements.
For sure. To be honest, we have not practiced Joe very much recently, so that was a gamble. But we have been working very hard on coordinating our team fight play, for sure.
So, looking at going back to game number 1, which was, of course, the one on Battlefield, it was kind of interesting. Neither team went with a pure race comp. You had a bit better race with the Greymane. What was your kind of strategy going into that map?
Well, Top Variant is a comp that we love to run, and we like to run it on that nice small map, because we can run around looking for ganks. And that's just our comfort zone. We found something that we like to, and it's sort of a good, it's called the training wheels comp for a reason. It gets us, like you were saying, it gets us in that mindset of calling out targets, getting our communication tight.
Yeah, I would most certainly say, if anyone does not run the training wheels comp, like, you don't need to run it every competition, but you need to practice with it some, especially with a team that's kind of coming together. Not that you're a new team, but just in general.
Yeah, for sure. That comp has done wonders for us working together. And it's nice to see Chung on the Greymane, because he doesn't get to play it very often. And it was nice to have him play that.
Plus, it makes mediocre tank players look like they know what they're doing.
Well, to be fair,
Wouldn't know anything about that. So, I do have to say, in game number 1, the offlane was really, really, really spicy. Like, I kept seeing just continuous back and forth into Gazlo winning, Gazlo fleeing for his life, Gazlo winning, Gazlo fleeing for his life.
Yeah, I missed some sidesteps, that's for sure, especially on that first death, but I felt like I played really well. I'm really proud of the way I played, and I'm really glad that, because it's hard to be in the offlane sometimes if if the 4-man isn't doing as well, and so I'm really grateful that I can rely on my 4-man to get the job done when I'm doing my stuff up top. You know what I mean?
And vice versa. We trust our offlaner with all of our hearts, so we know we can support and do well in our lane.
Well, worked out fantastically. You guys definitely were a very dominant force in the first game. Second game was a lot closer. You still were the dominant force, but there were definitely some times where they ended up taking engagement. The biggest one was, there was one of the points where they ended up just stealing at the end of the very first point. What did you guys do? Because it definitely kind of felt like you were at the back foot when they, I think, got 4 kills on you right towards the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I was just saying that did not feel good. We definitely had to recalibrate that Malfurion route. Deathwing Fire Breath was brutal. It hurt, and I kept saying, "Don't stand in the roots! Don't stand in the roots!" And I mean, we knew it was coming, and one of our biggest weaknesses for sure is clumping. So we're like, let's not do that this game. And they took advantage of that. They saw that weakness and they capitalized very well. And so good on them for doing that. And then we kind of figured out what we did wrong in that team fight and tried not to do that again.
Did you guys
Continue to stand the roots.
Continue to stand in roots, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely felt as though the Root plus Deathwing was a very, very, very dangerous combination, especially once they got to 16 and started making you explode. But I do have to say, you were doing a much better job at not getting caught in them for the most part. So I definitely saw the change in your thought process. Did the Deathwing come as a surprise to you, or did you kind of suspect it might be coming?
You know, it's so funny. I was like, they banned Malthael, they took Leo. In the back of my mind, I was like, I feel like this is a Deathwing. This is a decent Deathwing situation. And I don't know. I didn't pull the trigger on the Deathwing ban, and then it came out. And I was like, well, Well, I was right about that. That's okay. We ended up being able. I loved that Dancing Bacon suggested Orphea, which was fabulous, and he had some awesome jaws that helped us secure some kills. So it was a good
Thank
counter.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, Sylvanas too is really good in Deathwing. So, and we knew that even if we kept losing team fights, we had really good siege damage happening. So
I do want
just
to
open up the map.
I do want to say Sylvanas is good in Deathwing because she's so maneuverable, but just to make sure no one watching this gets confused, she is not good because of her percent damage, because that doesn't actually apply to Deathwing.
Really?
Yeah, true.
I always like to say that because there's so many people that are just like, oh yeah, Sylvanas gets percent damage. I'm like, it doesn't. It only affects with 3 stacks, and slowed, and Deathwing can't be slowed.
No, I don't know that.
Well, the more you know.
I'm never playing Sylve
There
again.
you go. No, I still again.
Yeah, just because I've got it on the screen, it's Lost Soul at 7, increase shadow damage by 10%. Basic attacks against heroes with 3 stacks of Banshee's Curse produce the. Oh wait, that's not the one. Here I am trying to teach, and
It's level 1. It's a level 1.
So energy 3 stacks of Banshee's Curse are slowed 15%. Sylvanas' basic attacks against slowed enemy heroes deal 1% of their maximum health as damage, but Deathwing is immune to slow, so.
Yeah, makes sense.
So it's not going to work.
Fair enough. Well, again, there you go. Learn
So,
something new every day.
I always make a point of pointing that out because there's so many people that even main Sylvanas that just don't ever click that because they're just so used to, yes, but is percent damage. I'm like, it is, but. But
yeah, they definitely. I mean, props to BanzauGG because I picked Volsky. You definitely were like, well, we have not. We do not know this map very well. It has been a minute. So that was also good on them. They seem to have a strategy going into that game, so.
Well, absolutely. With that being said, we do go ahead and have the last question I always ask, and I already know the answer to this question, but I still like to let people talk about it. Can you tell me the history of why you're called Phoenix Rising Amethyst?
Oh, that is an interesting. Oh, you just ask every team why their team name is their name?
Yeah, I always, because there's usually a story behind like where their team name comes from.
Well, this team was started in an org called Phoenix Rising, and Phoenix Rising had different teams based on the different gems, and we just happened to be Amethyst. And then that Discord sort of lost members, and so we moved over to our new Discord at Gambit Gaming, but we wanted to keep our original name because the majority of us have been playing for 4 seasons together. So it was important, and it's important to me because my birthstone is Amethyst. So that name really feels good. It feels personal. And this team really has been my baby since I took over captainship. And I'm so very, very lucky to have these wonderful teammates with me here this evening, playing their booties off.
We're happy to have you too, Bear.
We are B gonna go cry.
We did say we're good at crying. Our team is really good at crying.
So those are all the questions I had for you. Let me go and turn it over to you for any shout-outs you want to give.
Once again, I'd like to shout out BanzauGG for playing with us, and also would like to shout out Blue, Eternally Blue, for helping us immensely. And to all of the people who are supporting us watching this cast. We see you and we love you.
Yep.
It helps us play better.
I'm sure, I don't know if you're looking chat right now, but there is someone in chat that said, hey Bear, I'll probably completely butcher it, but Daito?
Daito! Hey friend! How you doing? That's awesome. I love that about the HOTS community, is that, we've made so many friends. Does anyone else want to shout out anybody?
Nah.
Okay, well, and Raka, let's shout out Raka for doing this cast. Thank you so much.
Many thanks.
Oh, my pleasure. It was a lot of fun. But that's what I have. Go ahead and enjoy the after party. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I will look
Fair
forward
enough.
to trying to catch you again. The good news is, as much as I can twist this as good news, there aren't as many teams on the West Coast, so you have a better chance of getting me casting you again because there's less competition this late in the night.
That's very true. That is very true. There seems to be less interest on the West Coast, so yeah, for sure. Thanks again.
Oh, my
Good
pleasure.
to see you.
And have fun, and we'll see you next time.
See you next
Thanks.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that is it for this cast. Let me go ahead and my name is Raka. If you don't know who I am, then follow the channel. I do a lot of casting of Here's the Storm, specifically on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I also am playing Metal Gear Solid on Friday nights, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, the game that thinks it's a movie. And then we are also playing Pokemon, my first ever Pokemon game. That is going on Sunday nights. So I will see you then. Right now, let's go ahead and raid over to Arrow, who is still casting a Div A. I don't know if it's in Game 3 or if they're also doing an interview, but you know what? We're going to find out when we get there.